I've just got nicely to sleep, and suddenly the old bedroom decided to do the shake, rock and roll. And I shot out of bed, and I went into the kitchen, and I found my light was on, and both of my kitchen fridges were open.
Oh, I was laid in bed. It was about between 5 to and 5 past 1, and I was dozing, and my bed shook. I could hear the rattling, and it frightened me to death. I was crying. It was awful, absolutely awful. It lasted seemed a lifetime, but it was only seconds.
God's honest truth, I never felt it, never heard it, which is very unusual, because I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, but someone's just rang me from work, and he lives in Meadows, and he's got a big screen, one of them flat screen things on TV on bedroom wall. It knocked the bolt out of it, and it was hanging off the wall.
Well, I was watching television last night, and I felt it, heard it, and actually seen it. We're living in a terraced house. It's single brick. The house literally shook. Some of the CDs and music tapes came out my rack, and it really unnerved me.
A big bang woke me up, and all my family were up hanging about, and my whole room was shaking, and next to my bed I've got a big trophy cabinet, and it was all shaking.
I live in Ancock Estate in bungalows, and it was shifting my settee. I was sat on it, I was still up, and the bed dropped off at top of perch. Who frightened to death he was.
Well, it just woke me up with the bed shaking. It felt like the washing machine was on the spin cycle at the side of the bed.
I was in bed at 9 o'clock and I woke up with somebody ripping my radiator off my bedroom wall, and the wardrobe doors were banging about. I couldn't believe it. Cats went crackers. They were locked in the kitchen and they were screaming and jumping about downstairs. I thought, is this the end?
The fear that I'd got in my body was completely uncontrollable. I'd never ever felt anything like it before. And I just got Declan in the car and the dog. I'm shouting Matthew to get out of the house. And the most bizarre thing about it was no other lights had come on the Sutton Road and nobody else heard it. I almost expected to go out and it'd be like one of these earthquake films where everyone's running up and down the street going mental, and it was only me doing it.
Well, it was the most scariest thing I have ever experienced. I just woke up, funny enough, a couple of minutes later, and I would have been asleep, and I heard this thumping all round the floor. It was like as though someone was stomping it with a stomping machine, and I thought, oh, goodness me, what's happening? And then the bed lifted, and then the chest of drawers, I heard them lift and drop down, and then there was a mighty crash, and the things, mirrors and everything fell off the dressing table onto the floor.
I've come back with this awful stinking cold. I never get on, mate, but I've got one. I just got some 7-Up, got it in microwave, lemon it, blah, blah, blah. Oh, God, come on, let's get rid of this cold. And then earth shook. I thought, wow, man.